Welcome to the channel. So as you can see by the title of this video, it is all about the Stryd Footpod. 6 months later, basically I've had a few people asking me my thoughts about the actual Footpod itself, whether I'm still using it and is it a good thing to get. So here is a video kind of all about the pros and cons about the Footpod itself. So in answer to the question of whether I'm still using it, yes I am. I use it every day, but not really for what it was designed for. And I think I sort of got this almost in my first review, link up there. Basically, it's probably the best way to record all measurements for me in regards to distance, pace, everything. It just seems to work so seamlessly with my Garmin Fenix Pro, and it just records all the data, and yeah, it's epic for complete accuracy of your running. But that said, that's kind of all I use it for. I don't use it for what it was really mainly designed for, to see if there's any discrepancy between left and right foot, to see what your the oscillation of your running, the ground impact time, all those things, all the data you get from the actual subscription, I don't use. In fact, I've just cancelled the subscription because it's just no point. So I really essentially use it just for the basic pace, speed, distance, etc. Just those basic metrics because they work perfectly. It works, as I said, amazingly well with my watch, and I found that I've had issues with the watch itself, but that's a different story. But when I sync it up to the Footpod, which I do pretty much every day, it's spot on and the data is perfect. But I appreciate that, you know, over £200 is an expensive thing to buy just to record your pace and distance and speed, when most GPS and most watches will do that. Might be some discrepancies, might be some, you know, accuracy issues here and there, but yeah, it doesn't necessarily warrant. That's a very high price point for such a kind of small amount of data, albeit extremely accurate. I can see why most people won't want to buy it for that reason. Okay, so what are the good points? Basically, there are about 4 or 5 really good points. First of all, as I said before back then, the accuracy, the complete accuracy of the data you get back is amazing. All the metrics, the pace, the speed, the distance, the elevation is all spot on. It works 10 times better than my phone or my watch. Without that, I'm sort of kind of lost. But I don't know if that's because of the trees, where I am, the clouds, whatever it is. But for some reason, it picks it up perfectly every time, stops and goes. It's a very, very quick, instant recording of speed, etc. So that's number one. Number two, it's very easy to use. You clip it on and it works seamlessly with my watch. That's number two. Number three, it lasts for a long time, 20 hours on a full charge. That's enough to get through most ultra marathons. Obviously, things like Tour des Gens or ultra, the UTMB, tricky. But anyway, 20 hours is ideal for me. And D, what was D? Waterproof, yeah. So it's water resistant to an extent. I don't know how waterproof it is, so don't just quote me on that, but I've taken it through some thick, deep, wet puddles, and it seems to have come out pretty much okay, but I'm not going to risk it too much. But that's kind of it. So those are the 4 main points. There might be a few other ones. The first one is the most important, but yeah, is that enough to warrant, £200? Maybe not. So would I buy the Stryd Footpod again? In regards to the cost of £200, no. Knowing that I now know what I'd use it for, I would look for a cheaper alternative, which I know there are. I think Coros and some other companies do other cheaper alternatives, which would do pretty much exactly the same sort of thing that I would require, sort of an accurate measuring system that doesn't rely on GPS. But that said, would I recommend it to people? If you had speed in mind, if you were looking for a very, very fast sort of 10K, half marathon time, where speed was of the essence, that every second counted, and you loved data and metrics, then I probably would go for something like this, because it would really suit your, whether it would suit your sort of requirements, with your needs, with your tastes. And I think if you're somebody that loves data and is looking to really improve their speed over a distance, whatever, as I said before, I would take any sort of option possible. So I would recommend it if you're going to go down that route. But to spend £200 on a Footpod purely for just measuring your distance, speed, albeit extremely accurate, is obviously, I wouldn't advise that. I would look for a cheaper alternative. There we have it. There is my sort of fairly brief summary 6 months later of the Stryd Footpod. I do like it, and I said I do use it every day, and I love having it, and I can't do without it. Unfortunately, I probably went way too long. I couldn't send it back because I used it too many times. It hasn't let me down ever, so very impressed with the yeah, the connectivity, the durability, and everything. It's, as I said before, earlier on, it really, really works extremely well. So there we have it. Anyway, I hope that helps. I hope that, that might, help you decide which way you want to go. Don't forget, there is actually a Stryd subscription you have to pay as well per month, which I think is about £6-7 a month. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. I should know that now, so I apologise, but it's roughly about the sort of cost. So there's that extra expense there too. Anyway, so that's it. So thanks for watching, and please do click that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. If you have, thank you very much. See you soon. Take care. Bye.